Is your debt causing you sleepless nights? Knock your debt out with Debt KO. And your debt won't be the only thing keeping you up at night. Debt KO. Free, impartial advice on all your debt.
Razavani for IFL TV in association with MTK Global. With me on this very cold, gloomy evening, I've got the Trezor himself, Mr. Ashley Theophane. Ashley, how are we doing?
I'm good, doing great, man. What's good with you?
I'm well. How's the family? How's all your friends, family, everyone okay?
Yeah, everyone's cool, man. Just waiting for this thing to be over with, man. Slowing down everyone's grind.
We spoke a couple of months ago when we were in the middle of the first kind of lockdown. We thought we were coming to an end, and we were hoping by the end of the year there'll be some form of normality. Is it scary to think that we're still in this lockdown? More and more restrictions are now coming on board, and it looks like it's not going away anytime soon.
Yeah, I think I've heard that it's going to be like this for the next year, you know what I'm saying? But I think we just got to get on with it. You know, if we stay inside, it's still out there. So I think we just got to get on with it. Like, some of us just get immune to it, and like, what will be will be. So so that's basically it, man. But yeah, it's just sad that, you know, there's been a lot of folks that's lost their lives and stuff. So, you know.
How's it affected you? I know last time we spoke, you were looking at opening your own gym, Trezor Boxing Club.
Yeah.
Has that moved?
So basically, I found a place that I could take over, and but it's pointless to do it now. Like, I'm not gonna open up a gym now and then just closing. Then so it will end my dream before it even starts, because you're just paying rent and there's nothing. You're not gonna make anything. So for now, I've paused, like, just finding a spot, and I've just been doing kind of the PTs to kind of raise, like, to let folks know that what I'm doing, and from when this is over with, I'll get my gym, like my own gym. So I've been at the All Stars gym, just training some folks there, and I'm just kind of getting the word out, like, what I'm doing and what I want to do. But it's been cool to work with a lot of the kids, a lot of the amateurs, and you know what I'm saying? It's just been good to drop, you know what I'm saying, to help the next generation, you know, to improve, you know what I mean? So that's basically what it is. I think next year I'm gonna get my pro license as well. I think I'll get my pro license, because it's been nice to see my guy Bay in, like, the USA. He trains Devin Haney, so it's been nice to see him, like, working with the next generation of champs. So that's basically like what I would like to do as well if I am gonna do the coaching thing. You know, I like to help out the amateurs that reach out to me, and to do the PTs here and there. But you know, I would like to help, you know, like some British champions, or, you know what I'm saying, some next champions to take the next step.
We're talking a lot there about coaching, but how's the fighting career itself? Are you
the fighting thing's cool. Like, we all know that the last time I spoke with you is when Hearn tried to make the Ben fight. Like, I was like 12.5 stone, so yeah, like, that fight was not gonna go down. I was 12.5 stone. I was chilled inside, because, you know what I'm saying. So so that fight wasn't gonna happen then. But we see Ben's got a step up fight for him. That's a cool fight for him. So for me, I'll fight by the end of the year. Like, I've lost the stone as it is now. So, you know, okay, you know what I'm saying? I've lost the stone. So that's been good. So I haven't wanted to rush myself. So I'll lose some more weight. I've been chatting to some promoters, but what's holding me back right now is that we can't fly around to a lot of spots, and we all know I fight abroad. So that's kind of holding me back for now, but I might fight, like, the end of next month. I'm just trying to finalize a deal now, so we'll see what happens. So So we'll see. But yeah, I want to fight at least once like this year.
Conor Benn, is that
2020 has been a write-off.
No, it's certainly been right for everybody in every kind of sector. But
yeah,
Conor Benn, is that still the fight that you might want to take sometime next year? We know he's stepping up to take on Sebastian Formella.
Yeah.
He's only lost once, and a tough German opponent. Probably Conor's toughest fight to date. So
yeah, I think it'll be a good fight for him. I think he'll get some rounds. It might go points. It should go points, but I'm sure he'll win. You know, I know that the British champion, he's upset that he didn't get the fight. He wanted the fight because they kind of had agreed to it. I see a lot of folks, they call out Ben. Ben wanted to fight me. You know, if that fight was to come about again, I would be up for it. I told them I would be cool for the end of the year because, you know what I'm saying? I'm an old man now. I need time to get in shape and to do my stuff. And they went with this guy. So, you know, it could go down for next year. Like, who knows? Because I would like to. So I'm still trying to hang on to fight back home. You know, it's been long overdue. So I'm trying to fight back home. But you never know. So, yeah, Ben is still there. But he actually asked me to spar for this fight that he has now. He asked me to spar. So he's cool. You know what I mean? It's all love, man. I like him. So I hope he wins.
Did you agree to spar him?
I didn't agree to spar him. But like, yeah. I'm old now. If we're gonna get in the ring, we're gonna fight. Like, I don't really care to spar. You know what I mean? Like, cause that's what I'm saying. If we did fight, win or lose, he would learn so much by being in the ring with me. You know what I mean? Like, I've fought from top to the bottom. So I fought with some big names. So if we was to spar, he would learn off me. If we was to fight, he would learn off me. So yeah, it is what it is, man. You know, it is what it is.
I just want to get your thoughts on a few things that are going on in boxing at the moment. Big news came out this week. We were hoping to see Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury, the Trilogy, third fight. The team, Bob Arum, Frank Warren, have all come out and said the fight's not happening. He had a time frame, and that's now expired. Tyson Fury will fight a homecoming fight in the UK in December. Looks like early December. But what do you make? You know, you kind of know that team, Al Heyman and co, quite well by being around them. So, what are your thoughts about this Trilogy fight now not taking place?
One, I think it's a shame. I'm surprised, you know, because he's a champion. It's his first loss, and I would think everyone who loses their first time, they want revenge. So I was just kind of surprised and shocked that they didn't take the rematch. I was just kind of shocked. So it's a shame that it's not gonna go down because I wanted to see it for a third time. And I don't know why they've taken that step now, because now they're going to have to wait for the AJ fight. Like, now there's kind of no rush and he doesn't have to fight him now. So, it's a kind of a shame, and I'm surprised. I don't know what was the thinking like behind it. So, it's very rarely that a champ does not want to go back to, you know, for revenge. So I was very surprised.
Obviously, last week, or probably about 10 days ago now, news came out that Wilder had split with Mark Breland, his long-term coach.
Yeah.
And people found that quite surprising as well, that it happened, talking 6 months or so after the fight.
Yeah.
So were you surprised with that move as well?
I thought he was going to leave Mark because, you know, Mark got the blame for the fight. But at the same time, a lot of us don't know what goes on like during the camp, because there's a lot of things that go on and we're never told. We would never know. Like, I know that Mark has been with him for many years. It's a shame that they parted ways, but you know, if the champ thinks he needs like some other guys around him, he's gonna do what's best like for him. But I just think it's going to be very hard for him now because he's on the outside. And they had the rematch, and it's just a shame he didn't go through with it.
Any particular opponent you'd like to see Tyson Fury in the ring with in December? We know that Joshua's fighting already December 12th against Pula. We know Dylan White's fighting in about 6 weeks' time. Derek is fighting end of this month. Joseph Parker's got an opponent. So there's not really that many heavyweights out there. The Michael Hunters, Andy Ruiz's. Not sure if they'll be able to travel to the UK though. But is there someone out there that you say, yeah, I want to see Fury test?
The one person I feel deserves that fight is Michael Hunter, because he got a draw with Povetkin. Povetkin just got a very big win over White. I think that Michael would be a great fight. You know, he's got skills. He's a bit small, but I think he would be a great fight, and I hope he gets a call. You know, but at the same time, I saw online, like last night, a lot of fans were a bit upset, like who he was going to fight. It's not his fault that he didn't get the rematch. So you can't, like, whoever he fights, he hasn't fought here for years. I think the fans should be just glad that, you know, he's coming home. He's going to fight back home. And I think it doesn't matter who he fights, but I would like to see, like, Michael get the shot, because he's kind of been, since his deal stopped with Matchroom, he's kind of been on the outside, and he's still in the top 10, I think, of all of them. So I think he deserves, you know, a very big fight.
You mentioned the Dylan White, obviously. It was a shock loss back in August in fight camp. Question, Ashley, do you feel like he's jumping back into the rematch too soon?
I was surprised he did that, but at the same time, I understand why. Like, he got stopped, but at the same time, before that, he was in control of the fight. So he obviously knows he has what it takes to beat this man. And he should have beat this man as well. Like, we don't know what went down. It was his first fight without Tibbs. But it was a fight he should have won. And it was it's a shame that he got stopped, because he deserves that shot. Again, this is why this sport is never fair. Like, he deserved that shot so much, and then this goes down on the fight before he's going to get his shot. And who knows, he could win this rematch now, and they might not give him that shot, like, straight away. Like, who knows? So I understand why he wants to fight him again, because he just wants to right that wrong, because he knows he should not have lost, like, to this guy. And he was on great form, so I see why he wants this fight. And I do believe that he should win the next fight, because he should have won in the first place.
Another big fight taking place end of this month. Alexander Usyk against Derek Chisora. Usyk coming up from cruiserweight, hasn't really been tested yet. We know he had that one fight, but he's going to be tested 31st October against a rugged, a come forward, big puncher in Derek Chisora. Will Chisora ruin the apple card here?
I don't think so, but my brother, he's a fan of Chisora. He said he wouldn't be surprised if Chisora won. I think that Usyk will have too much skills, but at the same time, Chisora gave great accounts against White. Like, he was on the verge. Some folks thought he won the first fight, and then in the rematch, he was ahead, and then he got stopped. So with Chisora, it always depends on which one turns up. And sometimes he blows hot and cold, but as of right now, he's been on good form. So styles make fights at the same time. So if he could bring in the form that he's had, he could make it a very hard fight, and he could win. But it just depends. If Usyk is as good as we think he is, then I can't see a win. But I think it would be a very, very good fight, because Chisora ducks no one. Chisora will fight anyone. So it'll be a great fight. Whoever wins, it'll be a great fight.
Is it a harder fight for Chisora because he's so used to fighting at places like the O2, the crowds behind him, roaring behind him, and that energy helps him, doesn't it, normally?
Yeah. Yeah, you never know though, but yeah, I never thought of that. That's a good one because Trezor does normally go off the crowd, but he knows he wins this fight, he gets he fights for the world belt again. So it's just weird the way that this works. You know, like some folks they say, you lost like so many times. But when you're at the top and you're fighting good guys, it only takes one big win and you're back in there. So again, with Chisora, he knows all is at stake now. If he gets this win, he's back in the game. He's back in the game. So, you know, that is, I don't think the crowd or not should really tell because he has it all to play for now. If he wins, he's back in it.
Big fight this Saturday night. Regarded as probably number one pound-for-pound fighter in the world, Lomachenko versus Theophane Lopez. It's the old gun versus the young, hungry lion.
Yeah.
And Theophane has impressed many people with his power and his skills. Can he cause an upset? Can he beat Lomachenko and become the undisputed champion? When I say undisputed, I mean with the franchise WBC belt.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it was kind of, it is a shame that the WBC have made this franchise belt, you know, but it's just a great fight. I like Lopez. I sparred him like 4 years ago, and I was just chatting about him today that his dad came up to me and was like, yeah, my son, he's going to be world champion. He's going to do this. He's going to do that. And he was so sure what his son was going to achieve. So it's great to see them actually doing what the dad said they would do like 4.5 years ago, like when I met them. So we sparred for a week. He was cool. And so I would like him to pull off the upset. I'm not really a Loma fan. So, you know what I mean? So I would like him to go in there and to pull it off. So I hope he does, you know what I mean? And as well, it takes a lot of balls to go in there because a lot of these young guys or these young champs, they don't want to fight each other. For he's been like, boom, I'm going to beat him. I want to fight him. So for him, respect for that because there's a lot of the young champs that don't want to fight each other.
Pacquiao, CONOR, McGregor. You like that?
No, that's about like just money in it. Like that's whoever's gonna buy it, they're gonna buy it. I wouldn't buy it, but if you wanna watch it, it's up to them. I rather see with Manny, I want to see him against the other young champs because he's still going strong. But I don't want to see him against some sideshows. So yeah, I'm not really for it. But I understand why they're doing it. It's about cash, so I understand why you want to do it because that's why we're here to make as much as you can.
Mayweather Logan Paul has been talked about a lot, and a lot of criticism online about Mayweather fighting someone like Logan Paul who lost to KSI. But do we have to put a little bit of respect on people like Pacquiao and Mayweather who've been there for 3-4 decades and
they can do what the fuck they want to do? Like, and Floyd's retired. With man, like Floyd's retired, so Floyd can do what the fuck he wants to do. Like, I don't see why fans should be upset that he wants to fight him in an exhibition. It's an exhibition. So it's not a professional fight. The man's retired. Like, if the fight does go ahead, I don't think it will. But if the fight does go ahead, I don't see the harm because you don't have to pay your $20 or whatever it is to watch the fight. Like, you have a choice to don't watch the fight, so it doesn't affect your life. Like, so it's weird the way that folks like hate on other guys. You don't have to watch them. If you don't like that fight, you don't have to watch. Same with the Mike Tyson and the Roy Jones fight. I'll pay to watch it because I like them both. But you don't have to pay to watch it if you don't want to see it. But I'll pay. You
have to pay because Badu's on the undercard.
Oh, well, that too. I have to support my boy. I'm pissed that I can't be there. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to, it'll be a good show.
Did you see the interview with Mike Tyson on Good Morning Breakfast?
I heard it was terrible. I saw a little clip. I didn't really want to watch it. He obviously was tired, and he probably was high as well, because that's all he seems to do now is smoke a lot of weed. You know, so it is what it is. But I heard he looked terrible though. But you know what I mean? Like,
he did actually tweet.
He's an old man now, isn't he? He's chilled.
He did tweet. I don't know if you saw his tweet.
Yeah, I saw. Yeah. He said he was tired, whatever it was, and he didn't have the screen, so he didn't know where like to look. That's why he was all over the place. Like, yeah, it is what it is, man, isn't it? Like, yeah, he was high off his head. I don't think it was any. You know, it is. A lot of these folks from GMTV and these kind of folks, they like to blame the sport to say, he's punch drunk, he's this, he's that. It was nothing to do with the sport. The man's in America. You're allowed to smoke weed. He was obviously high. If you watch his podcast, you know that's all he does is smoke weed. Like, he's always high. So he was high. He was tired. That's all it was.
All right. Hashi, thank you for jumping on this evening, giving me a little bit of your time. We look forward to...
before you go, support the book, Raised by the Hood. Give the book a shout out. Raised by the Hook. This book, I talk about my life in the USA when I was with Floyd for 5 years. I used to always write about the camp. So half of this book is about my time with Floyd and me just saying like what's going on day in, day out. Okay, it's on Amazon.
Raised by the Hood, guys. Check it out on Amazon. There's a plug for you right there, Ash. Appreciate your time, Ash. Hopefully look out for some fight news towards the end of the day, end of the year. And then hopefully we can catch up closer to that fight night.
Okay, cool. Peace.
Theophane for IFL TV. Thank you very much.
Is your debt causing you sleepless nights? Knock your debt out with Debt KO. And your debt won't be the only thing keeping you up at night. Debt KO, free, impartial advice on all your debt.